If you're in the chat, say hi. I do have my mic, it's just behind me. I hardly ever flat iron my hair, but I have a new product that I am testing out. This will be the second day in a row that second time in a row that I've used it. So I wanted to see what it did in my hair while I was flat ironing it. I put it in yesterday after my shower, or I should say last night after my shower before I brushed it out, and then let my hair air dry without being put up. And it looked pretty okay, but my hair, the weather is kind of crazy today. It's raining, and so I wanted to see how well this product worked in my hair with the rain stuff that's going on outside. For whatever reason, you guys look a little low. Let's see if that's better. That's a little better. I keep seeing people like pop in and out of the video, but nobody said anything in chat, and I made sure that I took it off of top chat and put it into live chat. So if you guys pop in, say hi. I know when I went shopping at Walmart, it's probably been a week and a half, 2 weeks since I went. When I went, I picked up a couple of new makeup items, and I didn't realize until after I had, gotten home and stuff, that one of them had been opened and swatched before I even got it home. So I'm going to be taking it back to Walmart and seeing if I can exchange it for one that hasn't been open. I'm going to try and use it today, at least to get, one use out of it. But you figure when you spend like $15 on something, you want it to be brand new. It should have dawned on me that the box was a little weird. It wasn't sealed all the way, and I mean I picked up a couple of them, but I only opened one. I only lifted the lid on one, and it didn't look like it had been swatched, but when I went to take the thing out and look at it, you could actually see where the little security tape tag thing had been taken off and stuck back to the box, and then when they put the plastic back down over it, you could definitely see where they didn't put the tab back on it. So I was like, yeah, I mean, I understand it's a face product. I have sprayed it with alcohol, so I can use it today at least once before I exchange it for one that is unused, because I don't know whose fingers have been in it and how clean they are. And when you go to Walmart, you figure you touch the shopping cart and or buggy or trolley, whatever you call it, where you're from, and you never know what is on those things, like ever, which is kind of disgusting. I try not to like touch my face or my eyes or anything when I'm at Walmart, just because I know I've touched the shopping cart and I don't want whatever is on that handle on my face or in my eyes. I haven't had pink eye in like 30 years, so I really don't want to get it. It's funny, I've seen a lot of YouTubers get pink eye lately, and last time I had pink eye, I was in like elementary school. Even my children didn't get it, and they used to go to like daycare and then, of course, primary school and stuff like that. But I never dealt with pink eye with my kids because they knew, like, if they were going to use the bathroom, that they needed to wash their hands. If they sneezed, that not to like rub their eyes or anything like that. If they handle something, that they just need to keep clean. And my youngest child, Brianna, she was like such a fiend about washing her hands. Like when I started teaching her to like brush her teeth and that kind of stuff, you would catch her in the bathroom all hours of the day and night, like washing her hands in the sink or brushing her teeth, and she wouldn't even like put like toothpaste on the brush like every time. She was just constantly like brushing her teeth and making sure they were clean or washing her hands. And then her sister was kind of similar in that aspect. When Gabriella was little, if you took, because I had a like wicker laundry basket that was about this big that I had found at the, I think, Big Lots. And what she used to do is I would keep her toys in the living room in that basket behind, or beside the couch. And when she would play, she would take out whatever she wanted to play with on the living room floor, and then when she got done playing, she would put everything back in the basket. And heaven forbid you accidentally like knock the basket over or something, she would have a conniption fit and go around and pick up every toy and put it back in the basket. I remember I moved it one time and I was vacuuming and I bumped it with the vacuum and it like tipped over. She had such a temper tantrum and like went and like had to go and pick up all the toys and put them back in the basket, and then she's like, "Don't knock over." I'm like, "Okay, yes ma'am." But if I was like sweeping the kitchen floor, she had to have her little broom out. If I was washing dishes, she had to be like right there with me. So my kids were like OCD at an early age, I guess you could say. Which is kind of funny. I would rather have a clean child than a dirty, snotty, grubby one anyways. And they did get that way. I mean, they're kids. They're not perfect. And I know when I was a kid, I used to be the same way. I would go outside and I'd play in the dirt. I'd come in and I'd have all kinds of sand in my scalp. My mom would be like, "What were you doing?" "Throwing dirt in the air." I used to make mud pies and I'd come in with like all kinds of dirt caked under my nails, and my mom would like freak out and spend 10 minutes using this exact tool that we've had in the family for freaking years to like scrub my nails to get all the dirt out from underneath of them. I always thought it was so funny. My mom was so weird about things being clean. She was the kind of mom that when I was growing up, she would go through the house after the maid with a literal white glove and like run her finger along the hearth or picture frames just to see if Mary or Mark had missed anything. I'm like, seriously? She used to do that shit with me too. It used to irritate the absolute piss out of me. I had already flat ironed my hair when I had put it in a ponytail this morning when I first got up. And so I had flat ironed all of the hair that was like from here down. I just needed to flat iron the top. And I haven't even looked at the back of my head. Usually right here I have like a dip. And that's because that's where I usually put my hair up in a ponytail. weirdos doing? Hi, Spike. What are you doing? Aw. Hey, Michael. The messages on here don't stay up very long. And your heart, city and hotel heart, yes, no car. I can't stop. In the backseat of your Rover, and I know you can't afford. I got you on your shoulder. I killed the current of the heating. Gotta turn it back on. Well, since I gotta wait for that to heat back up, since I killed the flat iron, my hair's so thick it only goes for so long, and then the heating element in it like screws up. Because it starts off at like 72 degrees Celsius and goes to 200 degrees Celsius. But my hair, for whatever reason, when I'm using that only on my hair, it like gives me an error message. So I gotta wait for that to heat back up. No, I can't stop. Baby, put me closer in the backseat of your Rover. No, you can't afford like that tattoo on your shoulder. Back in Boulder, I ain't never getting older. Mm-hmm. If you're watching, say hi. I have it turned so I can actually see the chat today. I had to stop working on my hair. I killed the flat iron. Walk that walk, baby. Well, back up to 200 degrees Celsius. Maybe I can use it again here in a minute. Hallelujah. Girl says hallelujah. Hollywood, next in Mississippi. Too hot. Well, it looks like YouTube is broken again. The screen is stuck. Funk you up, uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up, uptown, funk you up. Funk you up, uptown, funk you up. Uptown, funk you up, uptown, funk you up.